My name's Andrews. Welcome back to Valheim Building World. Today's episode, I'm going to be making a bridge from over here over to here, to this rock right here, the copper right there. It's going to be a different design than the previous bridge, the one that's just kind of south of us, but you don't need any what's it called, boats to come through this river. This river is full of rocks. It's not very wide in some spots, and so you don't want any boats to come through here. Like, there's two big rocks over here on the other side and a whole bunch of rocks over there. You don't want to, like, prevent all the boats to be able to come through here without, like, oh, this is a spot we could go into. But on the map, there's a much better spot to move through over here and above. So it's not much to ask for people to not go through the hill. And so to do that, to make sure people look at here and they'd be like, oh, we can't go through there because this is big bridge right in the way. And part of doing this, I want there to be like a support beam right in the middle that comes up and blocks whatever any boat people decide to come in through here. And well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of a whole bunch of trees.
A few moments later.
I removed a whole bunch of trees, and I removed a whole bunch of them for the sight line right here so you can be able to see the bridge. Mainly it's for the screenshot, and with all the wood I collected, it's all going straight into the ocean. Because I hate the environment.
I hate them!
I fully know that there's like a remove drops command. Two separate people have told me that. Oh look, there's my other bridge. Huh. That's funny. But I just really like dropping stuff into the ocean. So, I'm not gonna remove the remove drops command. Just so I can toss stuff in the ocean. Now I'm gonna make it like a basic outline from over here, out of iron of course, because that's the only proper way to make a bridge. At least the type that I'm gonna make today.
The next day.
Well, I finished placing all the iron for the bridge, and I also got some like 2 towers on each side because this bridge to do it, I'm kind of inspired by the Minecraft one I made earlier. That was inspired by the Hyrule one from the Zelda series. I also removed more of the trees around because they were kind of in the way. And I didn't like exactly where they were. Now I'm going to add in a whole bunch of iron grates all along to this.
5 minutes later.
I've added in all the iron grates so that the stone can sit up on top of you, so that, you know, when you go walk across the bridge, it actually supports you and all the stuff you carry in case you're really fat. Now I'm going to put on all the stone as well.
20 minutes later.
Well, I put in the stone flooring for the bridge, and this is what it looks like. It's actually quite wide. It was wider than I thought it was going to be because I extended it out during the bottom right here. I also put in an extra row of iron all across the bottom. Oh, look at that. I forgot a spot. There's a spot here that just broke. Well, put in a little bit of support, put that guy in there, and it should be good. But anyways, yeah, I put in an extra set of iron over here. Oh, I forgot to do this side. But I did do this side. I put in the arches, which I think there should be more types of arches for the stone, but that's besides the point. Now I'm going to move on to either adding in some pillars or putting in the towers. I don't know which one I'm going to work on yet, but I'm going to do one of them. Not both of them at the same time, but I'm going to do one of them, whichever one I decide to do.
2 hours later.
Well, I've completed one side of the towers of the bridge. I had to shorten down the iron because this is the maximum height I can put down all the stone all the way around. So this is the new height of the tower, because this is as high as it can go. I added these guys right here in to add in some depth, just so it could look a little bit more interesting when you're looking at the tower, so it's not just all one flat, big, blank wall. I also put in another floor with windows for exactly the same reason, just so that it doesn't look super blank. I also had to, because of the way how I designed it over there, I changed up some of the framing over here, so I removed all the stuff that goes around over here. I added in some grates. I removed this set right here of the iron, and the stuff that went diagonally up right here is also gone as well. And I also got a whole bunch of trash from taking away all the iron stuff. And you know all what we do with trash. You toss it in the ocean like a good American. And the bridge is definitely not an intentional strongest shape. Now I'm going to do everything that I did over here over to that side. However long that's going to take.
1 hour later.
Well, I've completed the other side of the bridge. However, I'm not certain why, but it felt like it took a lot a shorter time to make this than it was to make that one. Might have been because I built both the towers over here at the same time, then versus this one I built one up and then the other, or I don't know. But this one felt like it took a lot less time than that one did. I'm not sure why. But anyways, now it's time to start working on the stone pillars that support the bridge. And hopefully after that, the real civil engineer might be proud of me. Hopefully. He probably won't.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Well, I've completed the pillars underneath the bridge. This is what they look like. I just had them come out just by the 4x4 here, and I'm like, you know, to add some depth, I'm gonna add in some of these, and then I carved into the pillar a little bit, so it added more depth in that way. And I thought I might as well add some arms as well. The arms are not structural at all. It is all architectural and not engineering.
Shame, 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 shame.
If the real civil engineer hates me for putting architecture inside my building, then so be it. Both is required. Well, now I'm going to put in some small finishing touches and then complete the build.
The next day.
Well, I put in some small details about the towers. As you can see, there is banners of the corresponding land's color and clan. So everything passed this way. If you leave the tower going this way, everything is the red and black clan, or the black and red clan, whichever way you want to say it. And everything across this river over here, or this small little stream over towards the mountain, is the white and blue clans. I also filled in some grass around all of the towers, just so that they can have some grass around it. And I also put down some bricks as well on either side. So this is like where the road's gonna end up leading up to, from the other bridge over there, over to, around the mountain, to a new build for something, and then to the tavern, and then they'll also have a road that goes all the way up into this build here, which will be pretty good. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and comment down below. It'd be fantastic if you gave me a sub sandwich, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.